Good morning. How y'all doing today? It's Thursday. It's May 1st. I don't know if your area has a holiday. Down here it's a holiday, so people are working. My friends are working because they work in the United States, so I guess it's not a holiday in the United States. It's May Day up there. Down here it's Labor Day. So if most of the people are working in Columbia, office type people, stuff like that, aren't working. Retail, still going strong. You know how that is. Alright? What happened yesterday? Oh, the Lakers got knocked out of the playoffs. They're done. A lot of money and talent. They're still done. I think it's time to, get rid of some of that old stuff they got around there. Just they think they're too important. They need to get rid of them. It's a team sport, And then we go to politics. Donald Trump actually went out and said because the 2020 election was rigged and everything, he was actually president during 2020 because he won that election, even though he didn't. But, he's always suffering. He's delusional to begin with, so this is nothing new. So he's already serving his third term. Well, if that's the case, this is an illegal term, and he should be removed from office immediately. I'm the kind of guy that'll agree with him. Yeah, you're right. This is your third term. You got to get out. It's illegal. You cannot serve. He's stupid because it's too much work to try and prove that. And the lawyers are just sitting back. Oh yeah, let him go. It's just him. Don't worry about it. I worry about little things like that. What can I tell you? I have no idea what that says. Trump doesn't work that hard. It was just finished watching a video. He's apparently spent 25% of his time since he's been elected, since I guess the inauguration, playing golf. Because there you can cheat. Nobody even blinks an eye. They all want to kiss all the people around. Oh, it's the president. Let's go kiss his ring. And then behind their back, they might say something different. But publicly, they're all kissing his ring and everything else. I'd be pissed off because I would lose a starting time or something like that because he decided he wanted to play at that time. He's just a moron. He took $300,000 from FEMA to pay for his golf trips so far. Took it out of FEMA. I think that's illegal. But Trump's got that Nixon philosophy I keep talking about. If the president does it, it's not illegal. If the president says it, it's the truth. No, it isn't. And yes, it is illegal. But one of the senators entered 12 articles of impeachment. And that's not going to happen. That's nice, but you don't have control. You don't have the votes, because he does things that don't offend his own party that much, And they're afraid his own party is afraid of the wrath of Trump, I don't know. He's what he calls veterans, guys in the war. He called them losers, cowards. That's what I call him. How can you call a guy like John McCain? And this is a matter of record. This isn't something I'm making up. How can you call him a coward and a loser because he got caught and but he escaped, Took him a while to do it, but he escaped. all banged up. Maybe cut his life short a few years because of what he went through. And you know, it's a shame. It really is that a great man like that has to be defamed by some draft dodging, fat belly whopping pussy. You know, he doesn't deserve it, and neither do the veterans. Okay, now I'm smart enough to tell you I avoided the war on purpose because I didn't think we could win it, and I wasn't about to go to Vietnam and fight for something I didn't think we could do. Now I made a mistake. I joined the National Guard. I could have, supposedly, according to my mom, gone in the Air Force and gotten a nice choice assignment because I had an uncle that was in the Air Force, a major, and that was my mistake. You know, I could have got a better education than I could. Would my life be somewhat different? I have no idea. You know, I was still an alcoholic back then, so I don't know whether that would have made a difference or not. But we're about to, I'm about to go back into this situation here and see if I can improve my opinion of people, you know, and if they can approve the opinion of me. But I can't approve, I can't. Trump does nothing I like. Well, I shouldn't say that. He does say some things every once in a while that I agree with. But for the most part, he does it in such a way that I can't agree with him. Does that make any sense? When you take a topic, like immigration, and he had a high approval rating with immigration, and then you go around and he thought that because he had the high approval with immigration, he could do whatever the fuck he wanted with immigration. Don't work that way, folks. It doesn't work that way. That's not how it's done. You still have to be able to justify what you're doing, and you don't come out and commit acts of cruelty. You don't go out step over the line. Like recently, they what was it? Pam, what's her lad? Bundy, just said that ICE agents no longer have to have warrants to enter your house. They can just go up, no knock, bang, right through the door. If they think, not if they have evidence, if they think there is a immigration fugitive inside your house. That's ridiculous. That's a police state. That turns the ICE into the KGB or the Gestapo. Okay? Sorry, but that's what they are now. Trump's little private police force. I really want to see that man go to jail. I don't, I'm not real happy with Musk, and I don't really like him. But I don't care if he goes to jail or not. He's going to end up losing a lot of money and not be the man he is now. Because he's a drug addict, an admitted drug addict. Brags about taking ketamine and how it benefits him. It's done by a doctor, so I guess it's legal. But who knows what else is in those drugs he's taking, I don't want him to overdose or anything like that. I just want him to be, continue to be stupid. Those drugs don't make him stupid. They make him look silly, act stupid, be stupid, He's got the money, he can pretty much do what he wants. You ever see the movies about the kids, the spoiled brats in the world, Did you ever know? You must have known a spoiled brat when you were growing up. I was kind of spoiled growing up. But I didn't abuse people. I just did what I wanted. I just thought I could do what I wanted to, and it didn't work out that way. But you get these rich kids that they call spoiled brats, and see how they act. That's how Elon is, That's how Trump is. Trump's a little spoiled brat. He doesn't get what he wants. He goes and pouts. The guy is an amazing idiot. I mean, the level of stupidity that he exhibits. I'd like to actually see his school records, which he's never, his transcripts, school transcripts have never been released. And you can't really trust him because it's believed that his father paid his way through school, not just by tuition. I mean, he paid for his grades. He bought all the grades and everything he had. Trump walked into a situation that, you know, you'd have to be a real idiot, and he was to lose everything. And he was an idiot, but he was a smart idiot. He used other people's money. He was a con artist. He learned a long time ago that he could get people to do stuff for him, you know, give him money and whatnot. He realized that people believed him and trusted him at the time, you know, and a lot of people got hurt. Not the big guys, the small guys. And when you work like that, you can pull off some pretty shitty stuff, and he was pretty good at pulling shitty stuff out of his ass, you know. He's still doing it. I don't know what's going to happen, folks, but the more I read about what's going on, I just had a young woman I know, friend of mine, who I would consider to be a pacifist, basically most of the time, and level-headed, say to me, make a posting saying that, you know, she doesn't know what's going on. She thinks the only solution is a violent revolution. Now, I don't think that's a good idea, but I kind of agree with her. That's becoming the only possibility. I don't think it's going to do our country a lot of good. I think it'll knock us back a few more years, you know, into the closer to the 20s and what have you. But it's just something that it's going to be the only solution, because he's taking control of Congress. He's taking control of the courts, in the lawyers and the police and whatnot, the legal system. And if he does that, you have, what recourse do the people have except to react violently to this moron, you know, this escapee from a golf course. Okay, I gotta chill out, take a pill now. Listen, please, if you like my videos, if you think they're funny or you think they're ridiculous but you're entertaining in any way, subscribe to me. Make me happy. You know what? I'm trying to make you happy. At least you could do is subscribe. I have a few subscribers that have been loyal to me for a while. They're mostly friends, people that I know. So, you know, trying to get somebody else to subscribe has been a little difficult. So, I'm a good guy. I'm one of the good guys. I'm trying to bring forward, emphasize certain things that are going on, because I feel really that this possibility of a violent revolution is becoming more and more real every day, with the more and more suppression that he adds to the situation. I don't think he has a real clue what he's doing. Alright, so you're going to subscribe. You just hit the button, hit the like button. If there's a bell, ring the bell, whatever. Do whatever it says, okay? But hit the subscription button. That's the important thing. I appreciate it. If you do, it's not gonna. I don't know how it helps me, to be quite honest with you. But other than mentally, you know, it's a stimulus to realize, hey, somebody's watching. Somebody actually likes what I'm saying, and you know, man, maybe I'm onto something here. So that's the direction how I gauge it. You know, for me, it's just a gauge of how you like me or not. Okay, that's it for today, and I will see you in the mañana.